This episode is brought to you by Pete's. Few things start your day better than a good coffee. That's why Pete's hand roast their coffee from a specific selection of high-quality beans. And they don't just put those beans into anyone's hands. Pete's trains their roasters for 10,000 hours so they can master the roast that gives you the most. Pete's Coffee. Coffee for coffee people. Find Pete's online or at your local retailer.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. Born on this day, well, my mom, that's a big one. Also, in 1926, Lurleen Burns Wallace served as governor of Alabama from 1967 until her death around 16 months later, and also the namesake of the junior college in Andalusia. Go Saints. Today's topics are best colleges, voter rolls, and the first sentence for the Mobile New Year's Eve shooter. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. With a tweaked formula, U.S. News & World Report released its annual rankings of best colleges, with Auburn University just a bit higher on the list than it was, reports AL.com's Savannah Tryons-Fernandez. Now, to be clear, we're talking college rankings in the education and job preparation census, not football rankings. A notable change to the rankings was removal of some criteria, such as alumni giving and high school class standing, to try to weigh the rankings a little more towards social mobility and outcomes for graduates. See, theoretically, the changes could make for less of a slam dunk for the elite schools. Still, Princeton University repeated as number one. Now, the highest ranking school in Alabama was Auburn, which was tied for 93rd place, up 4 spots. The University of Alabama at Huntsville also seemed to benefit from the changes, rising 35 spots to 227th. Most other schools in the state slipped a little. Here are the schools making the top 500. UAB landed at number 142. The University of Alabama at number 170. Samford at number 185. South Florida at number 382. And Alabama State University in a group between 394th and 435th. Alabama is putting into use a new system for cleaning voter rolls after withdrawing from the old system that cleaned voter rolls, reports AL.com's Mike Kaysen. Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen, a Republican, campaigned on a promise to leave the states sharing voter information through the Electronic Registration Information Center, or ERIC. Several states have turned on ERIC as rumors spread after the 2020 election that it was a left-wing organization funded by George Soros. Allen has claimed there are ties between ERIC and Soros, and once in office, he followed through on removing Alabama from the program. Outgoing Alabama Secretary of State John Merrill, also a Republican, said before the election, and has said since, that there's no evidence to the conspiracy theories concerning ERIC and that it's worked well for Alabama for years. Regardless, we're moving on to the Alabama Voter Integrity Database, or AVID. Under AVID, there will be 4 ways to identify Alabama voters who have moved out of state or died: through out-of-state driver license acquisitions, the National Change of Address File, voter list sharing with at least 5 other states, and the Social Security Death Index. The man who opened fire at the downtown Mobile New Year's Eve celebration, killing 1 person and injuring 9 others, has been sentenced to prison for 10 years just on gun possession charges, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Now keep in mind, Thomas Earl Thomas Jr. will be tried in Mobile County District Court on charges of intentional murder, first-degree assault, and shooting into occupied and unoccupied buildings and vehicles. The 10-year sentence came from federal court, where he pled guilty to possessing a pistol with an extended magazine and a Glock switch, which converts the pistol into an automatic weapon. Now, it's the maximum sentence for the charge, and it comes with 3 years of supervised release. Thomas will be treated in prison for substance abuse and mental health. Thank y'all so much for listening. We're going to come back here and do it again tomorrow. Until then, as always, come on by and see us anytime you want to on the internet at al.com.